For African Americans in the city of Atlanta, particularly, everything is blurred, right? So we have decent venues, we have some upscale venues, but the soundtrack is painfully the same. Like, to the point that I am not encouraged, particularly from a commerce standpoint, for a need for opportunities. I could say, yes, I have a place to play. You can come hear me play. If you want to book me for your event or what have you, yes, for that. But for the sake of the fact that I have a whole behind this wall, is not as many as there were when I was in Chicago because I sold them. A history, though, of really, really great musical experiences. Lounge culture does not live in the city of Atlanta. What lounge culture looks like in the city of Atlanta as it pertains to DJs is new territory again. Like, there's not, like, you're playing house music, you can get away with tastemaking. But for the sake of the conversation, if it's unfamiliar, consistently unfamiliar, you're going to get people thinking you whack. I'm just being honest. I know what I see. They want to hear hits. They want to hear R&B hits back to back. They like, if you might catch one or two ears. I've done some experimenting. You might catch one or two ears with a tune. Oh, I haven't ever heard this before. This is real. But most people are sitting looking at you with the deer in the headlights situation. If you go out and dig in your crates, it is one of my Jedi challenges for the city. And I'm being given the green light to do more taste making in the small room of Parlor, but there's still the idea that if people don't find what you do is cool, then they might not stay and they may not drink and purchase things. And for the sake of that, it's a very careful line to walk. And some days I struggle because I go in and I'm like, oh, just turn off your creativity and just play the shit that they want to hear. And my comrades, they just be excited to play, honey. They just like, I'm good. I can play TLC 1,000 times. I could play Usher 1,000 times. But my creativity, that's why we're here together. If the pandemic hadn't happened, I would definitely be on Spreaker. I might not be engaged video-wise because I had stopped streaming with video because it just wasn't important to do. Now it is again. But I wouldn't be pushing these new music situations and trying and having these conversations. I have to tell you this, so I need you to know that this city, and to be quite honest with you, a tone has been set for us entirely as DJs now with these expectations and this pressure. You know, social media is doing that. Popularity, trending, what's trending. Oh, the 90s. And this is not new because somebody has always felt that way about the 90s. But I must tell you that this is it's painful, period. Because of the fact that if you're a producer or a singer or a songwriter, a beat maker, and you are trying to push new music, it definitely makes it harder. I have over 10 tunes that I put out in the last 5 years myself. And if people like me, they might play it. But for the sake of it, just to be, it's harder to me to get people. They want to hear things they know. They don't want to grow. They seem not to want to learn. They just want what they know, nostalgic wise, or if the beat has got to be similar, or it's got to be a sample it's painful because I'm a creative person. That's all I'm gonna say. So from a tavern standpoint, back to the major point of it. Thank you for listening to me rant, and hopefully you're educated a little bit about the task ahead as it pertains to Atlanta for me.